My name is Sai Arshit, and in this video we'll plot some elementary signals using MATLAB. The first one is unit step function. Here we will create a own function for unit step, and when we pass arguments and run the code, we will get the unit step signal graph. This is CT and this is DT. Similarly, for rectangular pulse, if this is source code for my rectangular function, and when we pass arguments and run the program, we will get the graph of rectangular function both CT and DT. Now coming to mySignum function, this is source code for our own created mySignum function whose arguments are nothing but limits, and when we pass arguments minus 10 comma 10, and if we run the code we will get this one. This is CT and this is DT for Signum function, and this one is our own created code for RAM function. So after passing input parameters to that function and running the code, we will get the graph, and that graph gives this one is CT and this one is DT. Now coming to complex valued exponential function, we will create a complex exponential function whose inputs are a coefficient of e and coefficient of t respectively, and a, b are lower limits and upper limit respectively, and since it is complex valued, we will send complex parameters, and when we run the code we can see generally we can observe this in two views. The first one is plotting both real part and imaginary part, and the second one is seeing 3D graph, and we will see that in GUI. The next one is sinusoidal function. This is our own created sinusoidal function. This is the source code. When we pass parameters and run the program, this is the output we are going to get. Now for causal exponential function, this is the source code for our own created function, and when we pass input parameters and run the code, we will get this one. This is CT and this is DT of causal exponential function, and the next one is impulse function. This is the source code for our own created impulse function, and a and b are lower limits and upper limit respectively. When we pass the lower limit and upper limit and run the program, we will get this one as CT. B. The first one is to create the sawtooth function whose time period is 3. This is the source code for the sawtooth function, and when we run the program, we will get this one, CT, continuous time and discrete time. The next one is to create a pulse wave whose time period is t, and we will assume that to be 3 seconds, and width is 1/4 of time period, and which is 3/4. And here in this command we will define the pulse, and in here we will plot the pulse. When we run the program, we will get this one, which is a pulse. The next one is to create a square pulse. So first we have to define what is the period. Since we took t is equals to 3, this command creates a square waveform of time period 3, and when this is source code, and when we run the program, we will get this is CT. It is of the form almost squares, and this one DT. The next one is to create a triangular wave. When we send argument 0.5 in sawtooth function with the same period 3 seconds, then we can get a triangular wave. When this is the source code, and when we run the program, and this is the output. This is CT and this is DT. Coming to sinusoidal of two types. One is sine function and cos function. In this part, we will plot both of them. First one is plotting sin x, and the first one is and the next is plotting cos x, whose time period is 1 second, and this is source code. And when we run the program, the output will be this one, sin x, cos x plotted in the same, and sin x dt and cos x dt. Coming to question number 1C and 1D. In question number C, we are given three sinusoidal waveform whose amplitudes and frequencies are given, and we need to plot the wave which is the summation of all those three. Let y is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3, and this is the command window. And when we plot that, we can observe that in two ways. The first one is plotting each and every thing x1 and x2 x3, and this window is corresponding to x1 plus x2 plus x3. In question number T, we are given two sinusoidal waveforms x1 and x2 whose amplitude and frequencies are given, and we need to plot y such that y is equals to x1 into x2, and where this is the command for that question. And when we run the program, we'll get this one. If you want to see clearly, we can zoom in this one. Next part is to create a graphical user interface in MATLAB. There are two different ways to create a graphical user interface in MATLAB. The first one is using guide. The second one is using app designer. Now we will be seeing how to create or how to plot in an app by creating it in app designer starter page. This is the app designer starter page, and here we can find a blank app and this type of apps, and these are examples, and this is for tutorials. And here we can see recent apps. Let's open this one, GUI, which is created to plot apps. In this page we can see this is component library. We can drag whatever component we want into the canvas, and this is canvas, and this is component browser. We can give backend code to each of the component, and this is design view where we can see the front view of app, and this is code view, which is hidden for normal users, and only the editor can see this. And here we are supposed to write the code, and for our app this is the source code. And when we run this app, we will get a new tab, this one, and in this drop down we can select type of graph we want to plot. Suppose I want to plot unit step dt, and this is the corresponding graph. Unit step ct, this is the graph. And similarly for rectangular pulse ct and rectangular pulse dt, signum function of ct, this is for signum function dt, and this is ram function ct. For ram function of dt, this will be the graph. And for complex exponential ct, and this is 3D graph, which is combination of both real part and imaginary part, and the corresponding discrete signal will be this one. And the next one is real exponential ct, and this is the graph. And discrete time signal real exponential, and sinusoidal dt. And for causal exponential, this is the graph. For all negative values this will be 0, and positive values the value remains the same. And this is for causal exponential dt. And for impulse ct, this is the one. And for impulse dt, this is the graph. And for sawtooth continuous time signal, this is the graph. And for sawtooth discrete time signal, this looks like here, this one. This is for square wave, but for sawtooth dt, this is the graph. And for pulse wave, this is the graph ct. And this is for square wave ct. And for pulse wave dt, this is the one. And for triangular wave, this is the ct graph. and this one corresponds to the dt graph of triangular wave, and this is sinusoidal graph whose time period is 1 millisecond, and this is the dt graph of sinusoidal period whose time period is 1 second. Thank you.